Okay, sorry about that. I figured I'd start a new live, being that it was started buffering after the phone rang. I guess I could probably put it on do not disturb, and that would help. Okay, I just want to go back to that one question to make sure that you got it. I do believe that this person is interested in you. I think that there may be a slowdown at some point. The person may pull their attention back. And I think there is the third party, whether the third party is between you and someone else or fancy and someone else. I'm not sure, but somebody here is either trying to be involved, either cause trouble, or somebody else is just involved and that's causing trouble. But I think this person wants more from you. MV the Scorpio. Will my Gemini reach out to me and will we form a relationship? Okay, let's see. Will the Gemini reach out? %70 chance the Gemini is reaching out. Okay. Now, let me ask, will you be in a relationship? Will the Scorpio and the Gemini be in a relationship? Okay, you only got one ace, but you have the World here, which I just threw on the floor. And the World is pretty much a yes, you will be in a relationship. It's also something that's destined, something that's supposed to happen. So I'm going to pull a playing card because I want to see if I can get some timing. Like the World shows up, it's like, you know, divine timing. Like you could be in the right place at the right time and it just happens. Like you couldn't avoid it, but on the other hand, you couldn't make it happen if you tried. 5 of Spades. Do you believe this? I keep pulling the same thing. I'm going to go with sometime this fall it's going to happen. So we're not that far off from fall right now. What's it, September 21st? 5 weeks maybe. It could be 5 weeks from this week. But I think that you're going to hear from the Gemini, and I do think that there's going to be a relationship coming up. Bows and bubbles. What's coming up in my love life? Is anyone coming in? Okay, anybody coming in for bubbles? Bows and bubbles. 3 of Cups. It's got a celebration coming up. Someone's coming in. Someone's coming in. Somebody's coming in that could be an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, and this person is going to, thank you so much for that super chat. This person is going to pursue you. So this is going to be like somebody that is in hot pursuit. Bows and bubbles. So something, and you know, and then the 3 of Cups, it could even be more than one person that shows up, but it's not, but it's more of like a celebration. You know, I think this person's going to chase you. Good for you. Let them chase. I like that. Sharon, will my ex ever grow up and stop lying and cheating? Okay. Well, you got a 33% chance. And the Page of Swords is in reverse, which means it could be a slow process. And it also looks like either you walked away or he walked away. Somebody walked away. It could even be him walking away from someone else. And this is like without reason. Upright, it's like, I know why I left. In reverse, it's like, I just got to get out of here and I'm not sure why. So now let me tell you something. I'm struggling with this myself. So when I say this, don't want to punch me in the throat. But I know, because it's very frustrating. But this is what I've been learning. I've been working with the Law of Attraction coach, and People reflect back to you what you believe about them. So as long as you're holding the story that he's a liar and a cheater, he's going to keep proving that to you. So then it's hard. It's very hard to change what you think about somebody. But if you can try to change the way you feel about him, and think of it like this. Do you think it's possible that he grows up? Of course it's possible. People change and grow every day. I am not the same person I was 5 years ago. I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago. So he could change. So we know that's possible. So he's trying to break it down a little bit so that it's not so overwhelming, like all of a sudden going from believing that he's a liar and a cheater to thinking he's Prince Charming. That's a huge leap. But if you can just kind of take it piece by piece and just think, well, do you think it's possible? Yeah, it's possible. And try to stop focusing on all his bad qualities and focus on what it was that you liked about him. I know it can be frustrating, believe me. Cups of hope. What's coming in for me in love? You've got happiness here. Okay, you also have a little bit of bickering. All right, so here we go. The first card here is the Two of Pentacles, which indicates something has gone out of balance. Like it could be all work, no play, vice versa. This could also be like you were out on vacation and you really haven't gotten back into the groove of things. If that hasn't happened yet, this could be what's coming up. The 10 of Cups means that coming up, you're going to be happy, but not just in love. Your whole life is going to make you happy. You also have here the 5 of Rods, which indicates bickering, quarreling, that's okay. The Hanged Man in reverse indicates not being so stuck anymore and being ready to move forward. Now, you could have a Cancer coming in with the Chariot, or this just could be that your whole life is going to start to move forward quickly. So it's sometimes, like it could be stagnant for so long, and then all of a sudden one thing changes and then everything starts to shift. So I think somebody's coming in that's going to make you incredibly happy, but not just in your love life. Everything is going to start to change, and that happens sometimes because things tend to snowball. Things snowball in a shitty way. They also can snowball in a good way. So look out for a Cancer. Where was I? Shayavish, why isn't Justin saying anything to me about his feelings now? When will he come towards me and say something? All right, let's pull a card. He just might not be ready yet to say anything. Try not to choke that energy. Do you know what I mean by that? It's like, instead of focusing on why hasn't he said anything, just try to put it out there is that he's going to come to me in perfect timing. And it's the truth. Things happen with timing that you can't make happen. It's not like the kind of thing where he's going to be at this bar or he's going to be at this gym, so you put yourself there. This is the kind of thing where it's a random meeting, like you pull into the convenience store and he's there. Like sometimes divine timing needs to happen, and it's not something that you can force. Annoying, I know. The 4 of Clubs. 4 weeks, 4 days, 4 months, the month of April, but the clubs indicate it's going to happen sometime before the summer ends. So sometime between now and September 21st, and it could be 4 weeks, which would also fall into that summertime. I would give him a little bit of time, and if you can, try to let go of that "why isn't he" phrase, because the "why isn't" pushes, it kind of stops the manifestations. Phantom, may I have a reading on what can I expect for the next 2 weeks? I'm a Gemini. Okay. What's going on for the Gemini? What is going on for the Gemini? Whoa, you got money coming in here. Holy God. Okay. So the 10 of Pentacles is money that comes in, and it doesn't have to be money that you earn. Magician is magic. Set your mind to whatever it is you want, because when the Magician shows up, you can have You can have it all. The strength card could be a Leo, or this also could be indicating during Leo season, which is starting to come to a close. So something could be happening really significant coming up soon. The Three of Wands, it could be like you're waiting for your ship to come in a little bit, but the Wheel of Fortune means that your ship shows up. You get what you want, the Wheel of Fortune. Put it out there in the universe, whatever it is that you want, because you can get it. The next couple of weeks should be pretty good for you. Treasure trinket. What do you see coming in for my love life? Okay, what's coming in for Treasure's love life? Okay. Okay. So the first two cards that you have indicates feeling like you've gotten nowhere, right? This first card is like, I made it to the top of the mountain, or I'm struggling to get to the top of the mountain. I'm not there yet. This card indicates that you're starting to get over feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. I don't know if you were recently heartbroken or you just kind of been turned off to love or life or whatever. But this is like you're moving past it. The Judgment card is, it's either something karmic, something destined, or you're going to get a new beginning. Could be a new beginning with somebody old. It could also be a new beginning with somebody new. The High Priestess indicates that you need to listen to your own intuition because you know what to do. And the person that's coming in, I'm thinking, is going to be an earth sign. I especially feel Taurus when it comes to this card, but it could be a Capricorn or a Virgo as well. This guy here is a slow mover. So if you're feeling like you met somebody really wonderful and he's just not moving forward fast, that could just be him, and just give him some time because he's slow and stable and secure. He's not like, doesn't rush in. You know, sometimes somebody rushes in like a bolt of lightning and they rush out just as fast. This kind of person doesn't do that. So I think that you got somebody good coming in, and it could be somebody that you already know. Now that card to me feels like a Taurus. It might not be a Taurus sun sign. He could just have a lot of Taurus in him, or he could be a slow mover. You know, one of those people that you kind of have to kick them to get off the couch, but stable. You know, we got pros and cons with everything here. Emna, how would my next partner be? Characteristics. Okay, let's see if we can get anything. I don't know why I feel like I should pull an angel card for that, so I'm going to. Your next partner could be a Libra. Justice card showed up. All right. Characteristics. The King of Air. Brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. Those are pretty good characteristics. Could be somebody that's got a very, what the hell is wrong with me? Very professional person. Somebody that's got a good career. And Justice is a Libra, but it could also be maybe this person's a lawyer or works in the law, you know, the law field. Where was I? Ricky, will me and Sean lead to a future in marriage? Okay, let's see. Is there marriage coming in for Ricky and Sean? 70% chance that there is marriage coming in. So I'm thinking that 70% chance it's not anytime soon. It may be like it might take a while, but there's definitely a chance. Damn, I feel like I can't go back far enough. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Oh, Candace, if you have a question, just type it in. I try to go in order, but sometimes I feel like I skip some. Wolfie, will I settle into abroad? Settle into abroad in the near future? What's the possible timing? So you mean like moving abroad or like living abroad? Let's ask. %70 chance that you could find yourself living abroad, which you like living in a country that's not your own, right? Like if you live here in the US, moving to like say Europe, 70% chance. I'm going to pull a card for timing, and if it's a 5 again, I'm going to freak out. The Queen of Hearts. The Queen could be the 12th month, or it could be the 12th of any month. It also could not be until the spring. The spring kind of feels like that's a possibility to me. Candace, will I ever be able to give birth to another child? Okay, let's see. You got 3 aces, which is 99% chance, yes. So I don't know why you asked the question that way. Like if you've been told by doctors that you couldn't have any more children, or if there's some kind of a medical reason. But according to these cards, you got a 99% chance that you can have another child. Good luck. I hope that that helps. Mindy, I'm a Gemini. He's a Taurus. When will he reach out? All right, let's pull a playing card. The 10 of Hearts, this is a good omen period, but it could be October. The hearts would indicate spring. I don't think you're going to have to wait that long, but Taurus is a slow mover. So if you're waiting on a Taurus, you might want to think about reaching out to him. But remember, you only do it when you're feeling positive about it and not when you're questioning yourself. If you're questioning yourself, you put the phone down and you wait until another time. But I'm thinking sometime October. It could even be 10 weeks. I don't know if 10 weeks. Well, that's probably October. I'm thinking October, but the 10 of Hearts is a good omen. That's one of the best cards that you can get. I saw the question about Ben. I think it was for Elizabeth. Is he talking to other girls online? Let's see. You only got 1 ace, so that's like a 33% chance that he's talking to other girls. So, I mean, now it could also be he's just, doesn't mean anything. Like he's just talking to people, like sometimes like a girl might make a comment and then they feel like they got to respond to it so that they don't look like idiots. I don't think it's anything big when it only comes up as 33%. Um, where was I? Priyanka, what does Min feel about me? Okay. Well, you got the Three of Pentacles on one side, and you have the Three of Cups on the other side, which means he feels like the relationship works well. Thank you for that super chat. Let me answer that in 1 second. I'll finish this one. So the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups indicates a relationship that works well and something celebratory. In the center, that shows some indecision and feeling like he hasn't gotten over the hump yet, but he's not stuck anymore, so he will be moving forward. This is someone who sees you as a good partner, somebody that he works well with, and it also could be something like building a foundation and moving forward. This person's got positive feelings for you. Okay, he told me a couple of weeks ago that he was stuck in his head. Was it my fault? Okay, let me ask that question. No, you don't have any aces here. What it shows is the Tower in reverse. So he had like a little mini meltdown that had nothing to do with you. So whatever the Tower is here in reverse, it's not a big disaster, it's a minor disaster. The King of Wands is here, which is a fire sign. So now also it just could be like whatever he's dealing with, it has nothing to do with you. I mean, even if you might be part of it, it's not because of something that you did or something that you said. He's overthinking things. That's his problem. And that even could be what the little disaster was. But I don't think that it was something that you did specifically or something that you said to him that made him, you know, get all caught up in his own thoughts. Taurus can be like that sometimes, overthinking and overanalyzing. And then what they're guilty of is they don't make a move. They wait and wait and wait until they have no choice but to make the move, which can be frustrating. But sometimes if you know that they have these characteristics, you can kind of deal with it a little bit better because you're like, well, that's just him. I hope that helps. It wasn't your fault. Definitely wasn't your fault. My goodness, how far back? SS. Should I break up with A and go with B? Will it be a mistake? Okay, should we break up with A and go with B? You got a 70% chance here that you should break up with A. Now, the Two of Pentacles is in reverse, which shows some kind of imbalance. So I don't know if it's your relationship with A or if it's your relationship with B. Maybe you might know better. But be careful because it may be the kind of thing where you leave a stable relationship for a relationship that's a lot of fun and exciting, but not so stable. And sometimes we kind of crave that, you know, spontaneity and that kind of fun. But it might be a little bit more of a roller coaster where A may be a little bit more stable. But 70% chance is kind of saying that you should. So, I don't know. It might be something to think about. But like I said, sometimes people get bored when things are stable. And I've seen this a lot. Like, people are like, well, maybe I'm just feeling a little bit bored, or I'm not so sure if I'm thrilled with it. And then you have to think, like, do you want passion, excitement, and spontaneity, or you want stability and not to say that you can't have both, but sometimes one is usually more prevalent than the other. Was I? Hail, hail. When will I marry Hassem? Okay, can we get timing on marriage between Hail and Hassem? I don't know what it is with the fives, but there's fives that are happening. Now, 5 is the number of change, and it could also be a little bit unstable. It also could be a little bit restless. So there's a 5 around this relationship. Now, it could be, the clubs could be before the summer ends. It also could be not until next May. Or it could be the 5th of any month. You know, if you decide to get married on December 5th, that would answer the question too. I'm not feeling it's going to happen before the end of the summer. I'm thinking that May sounds like it's a little bit more reasonable timing wise. Oh my goodness, where was I? Okay. CPCP, when will the Sagittarius and the Gemini hook up, and who will initiate it? All right, let's see. Queen of Hearts. I don't understand how I keep pulling the same cards, but this would be either in 12 days on the 12th of any month or not until the spring. I don't think you have to wait that long. I think it's going to happen before then. Maybe in 12 days from now or on the 12th of September. That could be. Let me check the time. Oh, I got time yet. Oh, who will initiate it? Sagittarius. Temperance is a Sagittarius. Real Sunshine, will MW and I take a trip together sometime next year? And how is he feeling about it? How is he feeling about me? Okay, so you talk about the trip. Okay, is there a trip coming in for Real Sunshine and MW next year? Okay, so you have one ace, which is a 33% chance. But the Knight of Swords indicates that it could come in out of nowhere. It could be like out of the blue, this trip gets planned. The Hermit in reverse indicates that one of you is going to pull away for a short while or be a little bit distant. Don't let it freak you out. So you expect it, you're okay with it, you let it go, and then you're probably going to have this trip towards the later part of the year. How's he feeling about you? He's holding himself back because of a past. Okay, so this is arguments and bickering that's come to an end. If you had an argument with him, it's over. He holds himself back because he's still getting over a betrayal, but he offers you love. So love comes in. But he's nervous. He's nervous, but he's not as nervous. Like he worries about being hurt again. He might not let you know that, but he's getting past it. He's growing past it. So I would just kind of let it play out and not apply too much pressure, because I think it's going to work out for you in some kind of an unexpected way. Okay, Mindy, will talking to other guys ruin my chances with the Taurus? I really want to be with him. I felt super strong connection with him. Just talking to other people shouldn't ruin anything, but I'm going to ask the cards just in case. You know, and they even say, you know, but once again, going back to the law of attraction, like attracts like. Now, I used to work with this woman, Nancy, who used to say all the time that her father used to say, when one dog's eating, they all want to eat. So, like, the meaning was if she was dating somebody, all of a sudden she had all these other guys that were interested in her. When she was dating nobody, then there was nobody. You know, it was either long periods of nobody or there was five guys that showed up. Like attracts like. So if you are talking to other guys, in a way, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just talking to them. But it kind of spreads your energy around, which when your energy is not focused on him, that's when he's going to come in, you know, because it's like that's when they start to feel like, hey, where'd she go, you know? So I don't think it's a bad thing. I would actually suggest that because I think that, you know, like even it happened to one of my very good friends. She was interested in one guy and she let him know how she felt, and he wasn't really stepping up to the plate. But in the meanwhile, she was online dating. She wasn't thrilled, but she was going out with these guys, and there was like three guys or four guys around her all of a sudden at one time, and then before you knew it, she ended up with the one that she wanted and she married him. So it happens like that sometimes. But let's ask the cards. Talking to other guys, will it screw up things with the Taurus, between the Taurus and the Gemini? No. No, you only got one ace, which is a 33% chance. It's very slim. And you're not doing anything wrong. You're just talking. And even if you went out on a date with somebody, you're still not doing anything wrong. I mean, I wouldn't tell you to go around and hook up with anybody. But I think that spreading your energy around is a healthy thing. And like attracts like. You got five guys after you, it's going to call it six guys and seven guys. It's just that's just how it is. I hope that that helps. Um, Ronnie, spirit messages from spirit guides. Okay, let's pull some spirit cards here for Ronnie. Ooh, you got two archangels here so far. Okay. So the first archangel you have is Archangel Jeremiel Renewal. And you have Renewing card you have is one of my favorites, Archangel Michael, the Emperor. Evaluate a favorable organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. The last card you have here is the Three of Water, which is a celebration, a wedding, a birth announcement. There's a need to have more fun. So your spirit guides want you to have more fun. If you're interested in learning more about those, you can Google them. But you find that you might feel them around you. CP, when will he text me? How soon until he texts CP? Nine of Hearts. 9 hours, 9 days. It's not going to be 9 weeks. There's a 9 around it. Maybe on August 19th. August 19th. What's today? The 15th? Today's the 15th. Maybe on the 19th. You don't have to wait till the spring. Definitely not. It feels like it's coming in soon. Sharmila Roy, how does A feel about me, and does he accept his feelings for me? Okay, how is A feeling about Sharmila? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, overall, this person feels good about you. Now you have the Wheel of Fortune, which could be something, taking a chance, moving forward. There could be progress in this relationship. He's dealing either with an old betrayal that he's working on getting over. Somebody betrayed him. It has nothing to do with you. The world is something destined. Now, I don't know if one of you is a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer, but this could be showing you that, letting us know that we're talking about you. Or this could be a timing thing, like it's going to happen when the sun moves into Scorpio. Generally speaking, this person feels really good about you, the betrayal or the hurt that they're dealing with, which they're working to get over and they're doing a good job of it, doesn't have to do with you. So if you feel like maybe this person has pulled back or they come forward and they step back, it doesn't have anything to do with you. Somebody did something to them in the past and they're still dealing with that. Alba, just send the question in. I try to go in order, but sometimes I skip over some because it's kind of hard for me to, because sometimes I see the same question twice and then I think that that's where I was, but I really missed a bunch. So I do my best to go in order, but sometimes, I screw it up. Hattori Tongue. Who am I going to be with romantically? Okay, who's coming in for Hattori? Who's coming in for Hattori? A Libra just showed up. Oh my God, you got some good stuff happening here. Okay. So the Three of Cups indicates a celebration. So somebody could show up and just makes you happy. The Justice card indicates it could be a Libra. It could also be somebody that works with law enforcement or something that has to do with the law. The Sun is happiness. It's one of the best cards that you can get. The Ace of Cups. You're getting an offering of love coming in. It's coming in. It's going to be a relationship that works really well. The person, if they're not a Libra, could be an earth sign with the Page of Pentacles, which could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. So somebody's coming in for you. Someone's coming in and they're going to make you very happy. And it's going to be a relationship that works well, which is nice to hear because sometimes relationships can be very one-sided. What time is it? Okay. Minu, I'm a Gemini starting a relationship with an Aries. What are his intentions and is he honest and serious? Okay. What are the Aries' intentions? And is he honest and serious? All right, the moon here indicates that there could be a secret. So just watch out for that. Now, it doesn't have to be something catastrophic, but it could be that he's keeping a secret from you that he just may not be feeling comfortable right now to disclose. The Fool in reverse indicates that somebody acts in a rash way, and that can be a very Aries thing to do. Leaping without looking, just going for it. The Tower here indicates a disaster of some type. And then the Four of Cups indicates that there is an offering of love that's coming in that maybe you're not seeing, or an offering of some type that's coming in that you're not seeing. Self-bound restrictions. I'm a little bit concerned with this guy because of the secret, the Fool, and the Tower. I would just be cautious with him. I'm not saying not to get involved with him. You can definitely get involved with him, but I think that somehow you're going to find out a secret or something, and it looks like there's going to be a little bit of a mini disaster. So it might not be that his intentions aren't pure with you, but I don't think that he's been honest about everything just yet. Okay. Um, RRKK. I want to ask how Gautam and his family are doing after they conned my dad. And will they get back their karma after plundering our poor village? Okay, let's see. Is karma coming in? Definitely. Two aces, right? And the seven of pentacles in reverse. Now, the Ace of Swords here indicates that this is a knife that cuts both ways. They think that they got over, but they didn't. Something is going to happen to them. Either they're going to meet somebody twice as bad as some way. Definitely. Yeah, look, the anxiety card. This is going to catch up with them. Don't worry about it. My battery's at 10%. I'm hoping that this isn't going to die. I'm going to try to get through a couple of more questions. And I have to jump in the shower and get back to work. Oh, Marie, thank you so much. You know what? I think I may get a P.O. box. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do I have your email? Did you email me once? Send me an email. leomoon2588@gmail.com. I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, somebody at my brother's baby shower, and my brother was born in 1977. This woman worked with my grandfather. And back then they didn't have sonograms, so we didn't know he was going to be a boy. So the woman made him a blanket that's white and green, and it was, I don't know if it's knit, I think it was crochet. And it had like fringe at the bottoms. And do you know he still has it? He still has that blanket. I'm sure that he would love that I just announced that to the internet. But so like these things, you know, like they mean a lot to people. Thank you. Um, where am I? I am totally lost here. Marie, will I meet someone this year? Let's see. Not only you're going to meet somebody this year, but this person is going to transform your life or you. So you have two aces, which indicates that, and there's the aces of wands and swords, which indicates this person could come in out of the blue. And the death card is transformation. So you may meet this person and then all of a sudden you feel like your life is transformed. Now, can we get some timing on that? Let's see. I'm going to pull a playing card. All right. Can we get some timing on... Do you believe I keep pulling fives? The Five of Hearts. Now, the hearts would be not until the spring, and the five would be May. I don't think you're going to have to wait that long because the card's indicated before the end of... Or if you're, I don't know, on Fifth Avenue, that this year, so maybe five yet. But I think that somebody's going to come in and it's going to be really transforming. All right, guys, this phone here is going to die. I'm at 45 minutes. I like to try to do an hour, but this phone needs to be charged. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for those that sent super chats. It's appreciated. And if you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, please like, subscribe, share us with your friends. And I'm going to try to come on live tomorrow. I have kind of a busy day, so I may not. But I'm going to try in the afternoon sometime, like maybe 3 o'clock if I can. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.